All right, I'm here with the man, Einstein. How you doing, brother? Congratulations on the win. That was awesome. Tell me about your match. Tell me how it felt.
I felt pretty relaxed in the match. Sometimes people get jitters, nervous stomach, things like that. I was really super relaxed today. I actually took 2 naps, and not like I'm afraid I should sleep. It's a jiu-jitsu match, but I also at the same time I told myself take this serious, because sometimes I just go in whatever. It's not the end of the world. It's kind of a negative thought process. And back in the day, I used to go and everyone's dead. I go in there, I'm going to try to kill everyone. So I went a halfway point today,
You felt a little better, just staying a little more composed, actually staying relaxed for the match. Was there anything that stood out to you in the match? I mean, you ended it pretty quickly. You went in there, you grabbed the neck, you never let go. Is that how you normally typically like to finish?
The way I finished is probably within the higher percentages of how I finish. So I generally chase necks, whether it's off the back, or a darce, or a Japanese necktie, or a guillotine. Guillotine's been my bread and butter for years, so it's been played with a little bit. But he had good defense for it. But at the same time, he was never really out. He was just defending things, and I was looking for the road less traveled. You know what I'm saying? So okay, he's fighting. I got him. The big surprise, which wasn't huge, but was huge, was he actually did some whack shot on me, because I was snapping his head a little bit to play with him to see what he would react. I wanted him to pop up. I was going to circle, take him down with a single or a double, or go to the back. He actually tried to shoot in, and it gave me the guillotine, so it tricked me, because I was like, oh wait, he's up to something. The guy's he's what, a 3rd-degree black belt? It's not some new guy who doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. So I was like, oh, he's onto something. So that confused me. It tricked me a little bit, and I was like, oh no, wait, I got this. And so I half went in for the guillotine. Then when it hit the floor, I started putting a lot more pressure on it. And then I was like, okay, I got to switch up.
And I noticed once you finally hooked that far side leg, you were able to start squeezing it in, and that was just the beginning of the end.
Yeah, so I went from guillotine, he got to his knees. I went from guillotine, I went to darce, and then I felt his hands blocking, I could feel what he's doing. Instead of wasting energy, he got to his knees, I went right back to vice grip. And then I go, okay, I'm going to figure out what I want to do next. I looked back, I saw his feet dangling out there, I stepped behind the foot, and I waited, probably what felt to me 5 seconds, probably an 18th of a second, right? So I was like, all right, he's not onto what I'm about to do. Tuck the elbow in, roll to the side, and once I got there, I told myself, be conservative, because people, we get into stuff, it's almost over and we start wasting energy, holding breath, making faces. So I was like, okay, bring my knees up, that's the way I do it. Push the head down and roll the head up, and I just kept rolling the head up, and I was like, his neck's making noises. He can't. Motherfucker ain't Superman, he's gonna tap. Yeah, so I was like, I'll keep going. And so after that, I was just like, okay, my strategy, my plan for this was either chase the legs, because again, from what I know, he's a traditionalist, and that's not favored, and he does IBJJF a lot and things like that. So they don't really fucking have leg locks, and what do you have, 2 months to play with it? So my game was going to go, okay, I'm going to chase his legs. But at the end of that, obviously that didn't happen. I was like, for him, I'm happy, and I'm not trying to sound like a douche right now, I'm happy we didn't get into that situation, because how tense I went in on that neck and how much pressure I was putting at all points while keeping calm, I would have done that to the legs, and that probably would have jacked them up pretty bad.
Probably hurt the guy, yeah. Especially with people who aren't practicing dead zones and getting into those bad positions on a regular basis. We saw that the entire night, where if people weren't hooking the leg for the spider web, they'd corkscrew out. So, as the 10th Planet System just kind of keeps barreling on into that, legs are no joke. We're able to keep going with them. So at the end of the day, terrific performance. But what's next for you? Where are we going to see you next?
I don't have next is market my gym some more. I don't,
Where's your gym?
I'm not. I'm 10th Planet West LA. We're in Beverly Hills-ish area. La Cienega and Olympic, right there in Hollywood. Beverly Hills kind of meets West Hollywood. It's actually some unknown area called Carthay, but there's a Beverly Hills sign 40 feet from the gym, so I'm Beverly Hills. I'm 10th Planet 90210. So I don't really have a competition. I'm not I don't really consider myself a competitor anymore.
Well, you're 42 now, 41?
Yeah, I'm 42 in October. Yeah, so I don't really, I got a whole fucking squad of guys. I got to worry about them. I got to teach them. I got to train them. I got to, just deal with gym stuff. And so for me to be like, let me focus on this match. This is not worth it for me. Let me focus on their matches. I can come to the gym with a gold medal and some cash from winning something, which is cool and everyone's happy and, go coach and team camaraderie. Or I can go and have like 30 guys compete and they all come back with fucking golds.
Yeah, and we saw 10th Planet Bethlehem coming in here and just murking everybody. So it's great to see when a whole gym can actually put it together as well. Like you said though, everyone always appreciates when top dog in the class actually goes in there and puts it on the line. Everyone appreciates that all that much
more. Like dad went out and played baseball again. You're like, look, it's our dad. And I'm sitting there like throwing underhand or some shit. But like,
T-ball, but it's still playing.
Yeah, it's stickball in the backyard. But it's like, yeah, it feels great to win. It feels really, it's a good feeling. It's great. But at the end of the day, it fades out. But fuck, it feels really so much better when I'm with my guys on the podium and there's like 12 of them out of 14 with golds on, they all got like that. That's the parent,
Absolutely. Okay, man. Well, hey, thank you very much for coming in here. We appreciate you. Always love watching you compete. Been watching you compete for 10 plus years now. So, yeah, it's been a while, but we really appreciate you, man. I'm really surprised neither one of you had any sort of tape or anything. I was expecting all kinds of. You smell like Ben Gay as you walk out to the mat or something.
That's all strategy. I start putting tape on shit. Here's I'll give it away because I don't really compete anymore. I'll put strategy. I'll put tape or something on the opposite side of where I'm hurt. So if I got some douchebag, they're gonna go for that side, and the other side's the real hurt one.
That makes sense, buddy. Okay, man. Well, again, thank you very much. I appreciate your time, and hopefully we get to see you again. I want to see you out here competing again. I know the other people do too. So.
Yeah, I think a lot of people want to see me lose, so they definitely want to see me compete.
Either way, we want to watch you compete. That's what it boils down to. Hey, a lot of people wanted to watch Conor McGregor go down, but still bought the pay-per-view. It really makes a difference. So, again, thank you very much. We appreciate it. Last interview of Ultimate Mat Warriors 2. Make sure to join us on the third one here coming up. Looks like January. So
January it is. Be there.
Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you soon.